For the nose, there are different approaches. In this case, Cecil's nose is very tiny, as you see, and probably a solution that somebody would take, or that I would take for that, would be to just simply raise a few vertices a tiny bit more, just to generate the shape that I wanted to do, and maybe just push up some of the other vertices to do what needs to do. Yeah, it may be needed that you need an extra row of edges here, just to sharpen the nose a little bit more, and that would just take care of that job here. But I'm not going to do that, because I want to show you what if I wanted to do a full nose on this character. And in this case, and so I'm going to be getting out of my model sheet just for a little bit, just to change. So in the idea of the nose, the solution is pretty much the same as we've been applying for the mouth and for the eye, meaning we need to generate some sort of like a loop that allows us to build around, and with that it will be a lot easier. So it depends on how big the nose is, but for now I'm going to keep the nose sort of small, so that I'm going to generate I'm going to go to mode 1 so it's easier to cut. Let me just get out of the symmetry, that's why it doesn't work. Just wanted to do symmetry. Okay, so here goes, and I'm just creating the diamond as I did for the eye socket, and I am now of course character became 5 edges again, and a triangle again. So again we're gonna connect these guys to this guy here, and this guy to this guy here, and this guy to this guy here, and this guy to this guy here. So if you hit 3, you get some sort of like a semi-rounded element there, with quads there, and of course you start seeing the shape of the nose appearing there, so that you can pull these guys forward, and they will start becoming the tip of their nose. And of course I'm gonna need to add an extra row of edges here, just to give him some more detail, so that I can sharpen them and push them back a tiny bit. And yeah, this part is not pretty yet, but I can correct some of this here just to give him a better profile. It's not quite right yet, but we are getting a better solution for the nose itself. Yes, this technique may require some additional work to generate a good solution. For example, right now here I'm missing some information that I think it would be worth having, in terms of having an extra amount of edges coming down this way, so that you can correct. But I don't want that information to go all the way up to the back, because I don't want it to be adding information what I don't need. So we probably use the multi-cut tool to be cutting from here. Just hit 1 again, from the center down all this way here. If I feel that the character needs it down here, I would probably go along all the way, but I don't think he needs it at the bottom, so I just need him, he just needs some more information here. So I'm going to go inside his mouse, and then I'm going to hide that edge there, this one here, and then it goes let me see, it's from that one to that one. Let me skip, it's not showing correctly. So from this one to this one, I'm inside of the mouth right now, and I will probably just make it die in that corner there. So I have a triangle, but it's inside the mouth, so very little chance for it to give me trouble. And that has become a better opportunity for me to shape the nose and push some of these vertices closer to it, so that the loop starts getting a little bit of a better solution. If I wanted to generate nostrils, for example, that would be another option to do, and not that my character would need it, especially this character being more cartoony, but I would attempt to grab these two faces here, and I would try to do an extrusion there. Just a simple extrusion, pulling it out a little bit, and then you're gonna have to just shape them the way you want them to be. And then the tip starts becoming this, more like that. And it depends on your character how you treat it, but you can just make it more dramatic or less. So you start getting the sense of maybe his nose could be a little bit wider there, but you get a sense of where the nose would be built from. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna make the nose a tiny bit wider. I'm going inside so I can select with the lasso tool this group of vertices. I also need this one, and I'm going to just simply grab them there and just scale them a little bit wider, a little bit higher, so I can just push them out a tiny bit more. So I'm just giving him a bigger nose, not that much, just so that his presence is a little bit more. One other thing that you may consider, and it depends on the character, again, my cartoon character doesn't need it, but if you need to generate content or geometry for the nose, so that, for example, the nose will wrinkle here or something, we'll simply generate an edge, not going wrong, but just an edge that will cut from the center of the eye. Yes, you'll make a triangle there, but again, you won't worry about that because nobody will see it. So that way you can just cut across here and go to the other side, of course. I'm not finishing because we're going to mirror it, but you can see that you get enough information there to do it. If you wanted to make it go across because you want to get some wrinkles here, that's fine, but you're starting to risk having too many, so it is a challenge. Okay, that is for the nose. Don't forget to increment and save.